Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do something different. Today I decided to have a break from this flight simulator world and come back into a game I've probably not played for a good year and a half, maybe, something like that. It's been a while since I last played this game actually, and I don't know whether it's been updated in the meantime. There was no updates on Steam when I reinstalled it earlier on this evening, but I thought I'll come in and have a go. I've been itching to have a little go at it, because there's a brand new DLC coming out for it at some point this year, maybe in the middle of the year, maybe it might be before that, I don't know. And the England DLC is coming out for it, so I thought I'll have a little go. I'll come back in and have a little go at it, and we'll see. We'll see how we get on. I can't really remember any of my keyboard controls, although I did back it all up, so I'll literally put all my saved keyboard commands and steering wheel commands and stuff and settings and turbo eye tracker and all that back into it, so we'll actually see if it works. But yeah, time will tell here, I suppose. If I go into my settings, game guys, it looks like it's picked up my settings from last time. If I remember correctly, I mean, all this should be on the highest possible. It all should be pretty much ultra or the ice setting. Like I said, I've got a new computer since I last played this, and with this game and FlixBus Simulator as well, I haven't played one on this computer, so I don't know how they run, but this computer should be able to run it no problem at all. It runs Flight Sim 2024 and X-Plane 12 on full graphics, top graphics, and parallel aircraft, AI, ATC, and that kind of stuff. Obviously, the specs of the computer will be in the description as well. It's one thing I keep forgetting to put in my videos, but I will put that in the video. But yeah, so it's a game I enjoyed back in the day. I put a few hours on it, according to Steam. So we'll just have a look. There's a route I'd like to have a look at and have a go at. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we'll have a look. And to those that haven't played this before, obviously this is the map. You got Poland, Germany, Austria, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Belgium, Paris, Switzerland, and I think in the future, like I said, it is in development at the minute. So I think they're looking at mid 2026, so probably May, June, something like that. You'll get the England DLC. Obviously, I haven't got Denmark or DLC. I'm missing that one. But yeah, what you do, you go from city to city, and these H's are bus stops, and you have to unlock them. See, this one here has got a lock next to it. Now, back in the day when I used to play this quite a lot, I unlocked every city, but then I lost all my settings after buying another computer, previous computer. I didn't back anything up, so I had to install it from fresh, and of course I lost all my progress. Even though Steam saves your hours and stuff like that, I lost my progress out of the game. Obviously, from my last computer to my new one, I backed it up and saved the files, remembering that from last time. So yeah, a lot of these cities are obviously still locked because I haven't played it in a while, and like I said, you've got to unlock more by driving to them. So we'll have a look at it today. So I'm just gonna go through how to do it here. So you've got a few options. You've got free play shuttle, you've got FlixBus up here, and you've got original, which is gives you a lot of routes, but that's never been updated. It's still basically Germany from when it came out. So what I'm going to do, if you use shuttle, you can use any livery you want. If you use FlixBus, then you're limited to what you can actually use. I think it's just FlixBus. If you use shuttle, you can use the smaller minibus vehicles. With FlixBus, it's just the coaches. But we're going to go on this one today, and then I'm going to click new because I'm going to do a new route. And the route I wanted to do today, the test on this computer, was Paris. I'm not going to go from Paris Quai de Bercy. I'm going to go from the other Paris over here. So Paris Morta Marriott. I'm going to go from there. Obviously you can only choose a city that you've unlocked, and I'm actually going to go to, I want to go to Frankfurt. So it's going to be a relatively long route. Where is Frankfurt? Oh, we got Frankfurt here. So yeah, I'm going to go Frankfurt. So it's Frankfurt arrivals, then Frankfurt the city itself. There's a distance, so it's going to take 7 hours 58 minutes to do it. It's probably going to want me to take breaks. Going to go express, and the number you let's just put 76 in there. So it's a long route, so we're going to see how we get on, and see what happens during the oh, what have I done here? No, so yeah, just untick that. If you click on add another route, you click on the bus stop. If you don't tick it. So yeah, we'll just see how we get on with that. Check-in time. You can obviously change the check-in time for each one. So it's probably going to want me to have a break after 4.5 hours of driving, but I won't do that. I won't do as you do in real life. So we just click save. Well, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on next, and you get to choose your coaches. Obviously you've got Scania coaches, and you can go through them. So you got one normally is the smallest, and you can work through them. So 2, 3, 4. Obviously 3 being the longest coach, the triaxles, and then you've got the interlink coaches, which are the slightly older coaches, and you got the triaxle, and you got the single axle, and you got the VDLs again. Just cycle through them. Obviously you get the triaxles and the longer triaxle, and then you get the double deckers, which I haven't got. I ain't got this double decker DLC, which is what it says by DLC CL there. I missed the funnels at the yeah, I ain't got these either. I literally didn't buy all the DLCs. The near plans, I might have this one today actually, the double decker. I might have that one today. You got this one, but I haven't got this one. Obviously I haven't got all these, but yeah, I've got this one, so I might actually have the double decker on this route. Obviously you got the Mercedes Cetra comfort class. Again, you can just cycle through them, and again, I have got the double decker in the Cetra. I didn't know that. Okay, so I have actually got the double decker on the in that one. I've just lost my my mouse. There you go. So yeah, I didn't know I had the double decker in the Mercedes. Might come back to that. You got the MANs. You got the third generation MAN, which is the slightly older one, and you got the intercities. And then obviously you got the third generation MANs. Like so, but I'm going to use this one because it's a long route, so we're going to use the double decker. If you're going to customize, you can obviously change the color, and you can go through some of the default liveries that come with it, but you can also download some liveries off the workshop as well. But like I said, I've not used it for a while, so I don't know what liveries are on there now. So yeah, we'll choose that one. I keep losing my mouse off the screen. Keeps going on the second screen, disappearing. Yeah, so I use that one. Control mode customized. Start from depot means you start from a depot and then you've got to drive to the starting location. All this is very arcadey, simple stuff. I'll leave it off, but I have it uncustomized because I don't know why I have it uncustomized. Because obviously you can choose whatever options you want in uncustomized, with arcade or realistic or customized. You can choose what you want, but we won't start from the depot today. We'll actually start from the bus stop. Weather is on snowy, but it's put on dynamic. It's random weather, but obviously we've been that time of year, it's obviously goes down to for snow, but I'll put it on that. The time of day, it's going to take us 7 hours, isn't it? 8 hours maybe. Going to try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll start at 8, 9, 10. Give us. Well, if we start at 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 8, 9, 10, 12. Start at 8, it should be about 8 till 4. The route. So, like I said, it's quite a long route, this one. It is the 1st of January 2026, so we'll keep that as that. And start game, and let's see if I remember my keyboard commands. They should come up on the screen actually. It would help if I actually put my steam wheel on. Question is, we'll have to restart the game, or will it or can I put my steam wheel up in the game? Let me just check. Let me just go into settings, because I've just literally just switched my steam wheel on, and I don't know whether or not it's going to pick it up now. I don't know. Comfort class. Okay, yeah, it's picked it up. But actually, I have no idea what the steering commands are. My commands are at the minute of I have no idea. I can't remember what they are. Let's get rid of the music. The music can go off, because we don't want the music on. Okay. So yeah, so this is the comfort class then. So before we load those up, well, we don't want to be leaving now. Let's open the door. and get some. Let's get in the aircraft. Get in the coach. Seat to sit down. That's correct. Okay. So yeah, as you can, I'm like what's my keyboard commands? Seats. Yeah, you can change the seat like that, and in the field if you can change like that. I have no idea what I'm going to put it on. Don't want to be too close, but I don't want to be too far away either. So my mouse keeps going off the screen, and I keep losing track of it. Okay, leave it there for now because where's the mouse gone? Really struggling to get with the mouse there. Right, so I don't know. E puts the ignition on. Press the brake on my pedals. Press E again. Hang on a minute. I just need to check the volume levels. That should be okay. Oh. Lights. I'm pretty sure you can press all these to yeah, you can switch things. Yeah, toilet. So that's for the toilet. That's for the windscreen heating. That's for your driver's window and right door window. WC is the toilets. That's the coffee machine and the service area. That's 200 volts USBs, and that's the Wi-Fi. If we come down here, that's to move the steering wheel. That's your lane assist off. That's your anti-skid off, and that's obviously to raise the wheel at the back. If you don't wanna, wheel the one of the triaxles wheel down, you can actually raise it to save the tires. Yeah, lights are on. You can put them on automatic as well, look, which is interesting, but it doesn't work in the yeah. Obviously, that's open and close your a window there. You can do it from here, so you can open the window and then you can close the window. Over here you've got door 1 and door 2. Hazard lights can go on. Here you've got your lift, so people can get on and off the coach easy, and then you've got your ferry lifts. Yes, you can raise and you can lower the vehicle. That's for your luggage compartment. You've got the reading lights, and you've got your the lights here for the interior. That's obviously dim, that's obviously full. You got the blinds, tell us the destination where people are going. You got your announcements, and then you've got the button to turn the screen on and off, and then that one turns the passengers one on and off. And then down here you've got your air conditioning, but that don't seem to be oh, there you go. And you just change the temperature, so 21 should be okay. There you go. So okay, I think it's F3 for the wipers, F4 for the wipers, F3 to turn them off. Okay, and if you get out and walk into the vehicle to make sure everything's okay, seats are up, curtains are back, you probably test the seat belts as well, but you would have done all this before you left the yard. We've actually got a gas roof as well, which is nice. I think the coaches sound pretty good as well in this game. You can tell the difference when you come to the back of the coach and when you walk forward. There's the space for the passengers. I don't know how you changed the fuse though. I can't remember how you changed the actual fuse in the game. Passengers luggage compartment. There we go. So the bags should start to appear in there. We need to log in to the app. So what time was we actually departing from here? 8:02? Oh, okay, never mind. There are still passengers left requiring check-in. Okay. Check-in, so we've got all these passengers here to check in. Let's get to check them in. Hello, do you want to come on the coach? No, hang on a minute. No. No. Why aren't they why can't we check them in? No. I think I've started the ride, and now I can't check any of them in. Yeah, I can't check the passengers in because I've started the ride. No, it won't let me no, it won't let me check them in, never mind. I'm guessing that's what's happened. So I haven't played it for a while, so I don't know. Can't remember how you play it. Yeah, I think I've started the ride, so I can't check any of you guys in. So I don't want to reset it. It should be an option to come back out of that, but I don't want to leave the current route. I don't want to reset it. That's a shame. No, I don't want to come out of it and go back into the main menu. There's no way of okay, we'll just pretend that we've actually checked them in. Well, that goes to our side view, so it's up on the steering wheel. I'm just trying to see if you can cycle through the fuse. It's switch camera. Switch camera, interacting vehicle. Blah blah. Fixing brake. Can you not cycle through the camera first person? We've done that. Was it? Must have been that one then. Switch camera. So if I go add key, oh, that's the wrong bus, isn't it? Okay. What bus was this one, wasn't it? Switch camera. You can actually say once you've put controls in for one bus, you can actually press this and you copy your settings to every vehicle in the game. I think so. That's the upper deck. So you can actually drive if you wanted from that view. F9 and F10 I think close the doors. Yes they do. Unfortunately I can't check any passengers in, so let's just assume I've got all my passengers on board for this particular flight. For this particular journey, not flight. Just need to sort something out here with yeah. So steering wheels, that's working okay. We need to get rid of that, and yeah, gears can go to reverse. How'd you get at this bus station, by the way? So we've got a reverse out, go up there, turn around and come back down, but we probably can reverse out the other way, but they're in the way there, so they're gonna have to move. So handbrake off. Yeah, I don't know what the keyboard for my handbrake is. What's the what's the keyboard? Handbrake, parking brake, however you want to call it. Fixing brake, spacebar. It's not working. I pressed it. Fixing brake, spacebar. Pedals aren't working. Okay, so I ain't got my why aren't the pedals working? They're working there. Pedals aren't working. Right, 1 second. See if I can. Okay, so I had to come out of the game and restart it to get my pedals to work. I think they're working now, but because I had to come out of the game and restart it, I might as well. I might as well get the passengers in. There we go. Okay, where are you going? Okay, okay.
Hello?
Yeah. You, no. 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 Don't you want to get on? Okay. You getting on? No. 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 It don't seem to be working properly. I've checked in 1, 2, 3 passengers and none of these. It is working, but it must have changed. I don't remember having to press the left mouse button to interact with them. Maybe. Okay, bye bye. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember having to check the press the left mouse button to interact with passengers. I thought it did it automatic when you got somewhere near them. So yeah, but yeah, not played it for a while, for a long time, so. Obviously, I put into drive. Obviously, I can't quite remember how you actually do all the controls. Okay, this barrier should go up. Yes, there we go. Anything coming? No, we're okay to go. Yeah, so Wait for you. Yeah, so I thought I'd actually do something different. You letting me go? I thought I'd actually do something different than a flight sim, but I don't know how this is gonna go because okay, we're going down here, aren't we? Okay, let me go in. Are we going left? Yeah. It's been a long time since I played this. I used to play it all the time. I used to really enjoy playing it. We'll see how we get on with this. I probably chose a very long route to come back into it and have a go, but it's been a long time since I actually played with the steering wheel as well. I just don't use the steering wheel anymore. I don't really play. I don't really play the games that you'd use a steering wheel for. So everything seems to be working. The Toby eye tracker's working, and it's definitely got my steering wheel and keyboard commands back in it. So that's working. Now we're going straight on here, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this game used to be really good graphically. I suppose it still is. I mean, it is showing its age a little bit, I suppose, compared to when it came out, because things move on. Display there is a bit blurry. The graphics are on full. All my graphics are actually on the highest they can go. Like I said, these computers can run pretty much anything. So I don't know why the blur is. I watched a video the other day on this. Some YouTuber was doing a video on it, and he was saying his display was all blurry and all that. So I think it's a game thing. I think it's a game issue, not your computer. It's or your settings or your hardware. It's obviously a game rendering problem, maybe, or something like that. So yeah, this is Paris. I think on my old computer, probably not my old computer before this one, probably the one before that one, I used to play it on that one. I used to struggle to get drive around Paris. The frame rates were poor and you couldn't drive around it. Parts of the game were better than others, and other parts of the game were very poor, and Paris was one of them where it would crash, or you really struggle. I mean, it's not the most optimized game in the world. But I've never played it on this computer, but it seems to be running okay. But it's not the most optimized game in the world. So if there is any issues, it's obviously not down to my computer, it's down to the game. But it's playing alright, so I expect it to, but if the game's not optimised very good, then it doesn't matter what you play it, what your computer specs are, it don't matter what you play it on, it's never gonna look and run smoothly, but it seems to be okay at the minute. Yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get out of this city and onto the motorways. Obviously we departed at 8 o'clock and it's 8:30 now, so I think the scale of this map's 1 to 10. So basically every mile you do is 10 miles on a 1 to 10 scale. So every 1 mile you do in the game counts as 10 miles or 10 kilometers. So the map is fairly big. Obviously it'll take a while to do the route, and it is obviously a long route I've actually chose to do on this first video. You can save it along the way, so you haven't got to do the whole route. You can pull into a service station or something and you can actually save it and then continue the next time. But what are you doing? Okay, so we're going to be turning left up here. I'm on bed, I've got to slow down and come to a stop. What's the temperature? No, it's the time. I thought that was temperature. Just cycle through the fuse. So this is the upper deck. It's not easy to drive from this particular view. So we're going straight over here, aren't we? So we're just okay, let's go then. Are you gonna wait? No, you're gonna. Okay. The AI cars are lethal, but they don't like waiting for you, do they? So where are we going? We're going through these going through a toll. Does it open automatically? I can't remember. Yes, it does. Okay, thank you. Where are we going? Okay, looks like we're going straight across. So we need to get, are we in the right lane? So we're going straight on. Okay. So yeah, so on the motorway now, the highway, Autobahn, whatever you want to call it. Because we're in France, aren't we? Yeah, still in France, I think. So 101 kilometers. The limit's 100 kilometers, which is it 62 miles an hour. Yeah, you can see how the some of the graphics are loading at the last minute. That's always been like that. I remember that from when I used to play it. It's the game engine. It's like I said, it's never been well optimized. It doesn't matter what PC you've got or whether it's they never quite fixed that loading the scenery, because that is pretty bad when you start noticing that when the scenery goes in at the last minute. Yeah, I always found this game quite enjoyable. I suppose it's kind of like a flight sim, isn't it, or a train sim kind of game, where the difference is you're obviously more hands-on. You're controlling the vehicle, where a train sim you're on rails, and with a flight sim you kind of got the autopilot. So with this you're interacting a bit more, but it's quite relaxing when you play it. I'm not sure. I think the snow looks okay. I'm not sure. I think the rainy weather's probably one of the best weathers because it looks better graphically. But obviously with the snow, it's I'm not quite sure if that looks good or whether that looks bad. I'm not sure. But it has got dynamic weather. And obviously because we're in January now, on the 2nd of January, it's obviously going down and snowing. I'm guessing it is snowing in some parts though, this time of year. One thing I will say though, I think the sounds are quite good in this game. Obviously you can hear the passengers talking and stuff. They are, but they are quite noisy. Where probably in the real world they won't be so noisy. You'll get the odd one or two making a noise, talking louder on the phones, but most of them will end up going to sleep. Especially if you put the heating up a bit higher and you're basically knocking them out to go to sleep. That's probably the way to do it. But I think the engine sounds and the road noise and stuff, it's not bad. It's okay. I always thought the physics in this was quite good as well for a driving game. I always enjoyed the driving side of it. Yeah, that is quite loud. You can turn the sound down in the volume. You can turn the volume down in the settings for that kind of the ambient noise, like the passengers and the phones ringing and all that. You can turn it down. But obviously at this stage, if you're driving along here, you'd have your headphones in, so you wouldn't even hear it anyway. You'd have your headphones in with your music in, or listen to an audio book or something. You wouldn't even hear the passengers. One thing I didn't do was the announcement. I forgot to do the announcement when we left Paris. The safety announcement. Tell them to wear the seatbelts and stuff like that, because it's obviously a required announcement. You got to tag them. Once you tag them, then you're not liable for in case you have an accident, because there'll be cameras and sound recording cameras and stuff fitted in these coaches as well. So it's basically just covering yourself in case anything goes wrong. But I forgot to make that announcement. Never mind. Yeah, I think you can zoom out on that map a little bit more. I'm sure you can zoom out on the map a little bit more. It's difficult to judge, but I think I'm getting off at this junction. Yeah, the bird noise sounds really good. I like the way you get when you drive over different services, the noise changes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game came out in 2016. I think it came out. So it's a fairly old game. I think they are still updating it, because obviously they're bringing out an England DLC. Which should be available in the middle of this year, middle of 2026. Obviously, I don't know the exact date, because they're working on it. But I don't know how if they've done anything else to this game. I can't see anything different. But it still looks good though. The scenery and stuff still looks good on it. The sound looks, I think the sound's quite good. I've always enjoyed the physics of it. I think graphically it still looks good as well. There is another version called FlixBus Simulator as well, which has more of an economy mode, where you can actually buy and sell and hire drivers, buy and sell your own coaches and hire drivers and drive your routes, and you can go and drive the routes. And it's based on the Fuerteventura over in the Canary Islands, and it's actually quite realistic. It does reassemble the island really well. And if you've ever been to the Canary Islands, to Lanzarote or Tenerife or anywhere like that, or even Fuerteventura, and you've got FlixBus Simulator, it's very close to how it is in the real world. You get coaches everywhere, the airport full of coaches, the bus stations from the airports full of coaches, because obviously it's large on tourists, and obviously you've got the the orange coaches, you've got like Jet 2 coaches and stuff like that, which you can all get in FlixBus Simulator as well. I've not got that installed on the computer, but I've backed up my settings on it, so I'll have to install that, and I'll have to do a video so on that one on this computer. So I'll have to do another video and install it and do a video on it and carry on with it. I'll have another go at it. Okay, I need to get across. So we're 271 kilometers away from Frankfurt airport. So we're gonna get across here. The snow stopped now, because you can say snow has stopped. Oh, it's still coming down a little bit, you can still just tell on the windscreen. And obviously, of course I've got a turbo eye tracker. Yeah, I don't use the eye part, I just use the head tracking part. It does actually make games like this and flight sim and stuff like that a lot better, because you get more immersion from it. It's got easier to look in the mirrors and stuff when you've got an eye tracker. Obviously, you just turn your head, and it's easier than what you think. It doesn't put you off or make it any more difficult. It's actually quite easy to use. But now we're coming into like daylight hours. What's it, 10:15 in the morning? You can see how good it does look good graphically, don't it? I'm not quite sure how this video is going to render on YouTube, but because it obviously always degrades the video a little bit when you upload it to YouTube and stuff, but it looked good from where I'm sitting at the minute. There's a small VDL 106, very small coach. He's obviously in no rush because he's holding back behind that traffic. Yeah, we're meant to take breaks. Meant to attack a break every 4.5 hours, to go a 45-minute break once you've done 4.5 hours of driving. But I'm not going to do it. It's in the game. It is. You will get penalised for it, but I'm not going to do it in this video. And obviously, you're meant to have a 15-minute break, at least one 15-minute break in every six hours period of working. And of course, the tacho rules for coach driving is you can only actually work 15 hours. Of your tacho being in a tacho machine, you can only actually, that's driving and other work as well, you can only actually do 15 hours a day. That's your limit. Once you do 15 hours, then you do have to put your tacho on best for a full 9 hours before you can drive again. So I guess this route is about 8 hours, so there probably would be 2 drivers on this. One would drive the first part, and the second driver would drive the return leg, because you couldn't do it with one driver because it'd go over 15 hours, but you can work double manned on 21 hours. So you can actually work for 21 hours if it's a double manned route, so there'll be 2 drivers, so you can actually do it then. Yeah, other work is basically when you do a walk around check for 15 minutes, checking the coach over. So you do a 15-minute walk around check before you can actually drive the coach. But I think it's minimum 10 minutes, but most coach companies like to do it 15 minutes. And then obviously other work is also, as soon as the wheels start moving, the tacho goes on to other work automatically. And when the wheels start moving again, the tacho goes into drive. So if you get stuck in traffic and you get stuck in traffic for 10 minutes and you haven't moved anywhere for 10 minutes, for example, the tacho counts that as other work, not as driving time. So where you're checking passengers and you're parked up in the bus station, you have to leave the tacho on other work, because basically it's classed as other work, checking in passengers. You can't put it on brake, but I'm guessing some drivers do put it on brake to get their 15-minute break out the way, because a lot of drivers do that in the real world, to get a 50-minute break out the way, because you can have a 50-minute break, then drive, and then have another 30-minute break later on, rather than take the 45-minute break all in one go. You can split it between the two, but you cannot have a 30-minute break then a 15-minute break. You can't do it that way. You have to do 15 minutes and 30 minutes, or you can have a 45-minute break all in one go, but you have to have 45 every 4.5 hours of driving. And you have to have a 50-minute break in every 6 hours of working, which is other work and driving, for example. I'm not sure if this game actually simulates tacho rules. I know it simulates having to take a break on route if your route's longer than 4.5 hours, but I don't know if it actually simulates tacho rules fully. I'm not really sure. So let's go through this mountain section here. Sharp bend. The bends are quite sharp because it's on a 1.10 scale, so the bends are actually sharper than what they would be in the real world, but I'm guessing it's based on the real world, these roads, but at a much smaller scale, so it comes across a little tighter. I think we're going straight on towards Strasbourg, so I need to get over, because that's towards Luxembourg and we're going on the A4 towards Strasbourg. I don't know if the weather changes. Obviously we've got snow at the minute, and we've got some water on the windscreen up there, as you can see it. But I don't know whether you move through the map, whether the snow disappears and it becomes rain, or just a winter sun, or whether it just stays snowy weather. I'm not really sure. Can't really remember. I think I need to put my sunglasses on because the sun's really bright. I don't know if the sun visors work in these coaches, but I don't know what the keyboard command is for that, so I won't bother messing with them. So 228 kilometers left to go to we arrive at Frankfurt airport. Lovely views though. The scenery in the graphics is really nice. It's actually playing beautifully. There's no stuttering, no lagging, no frame rate drops. I don't know what the frame rates are in the game, but it's playing really smooth, playing really nice, which is what I expected anyway. So they've obviously done some work on it, because I do remember it in the past being very poor. Not because your computer was poor, because I don't think the game was optimized, but it seems to be a lot better than what it was. We're gonna get off here, so I need to get back across. Where did that car go? I'm gonna have to call him up. He's cut up the inside, but yeah, he's let me out. He's let me across. So that, I'm sure you can zoom out on that map. I'm sure you can. I don't know what my don't know what the keyboard command for it is though, so I'm gonna leave it just because I press something and it does something to the game. Let's just go down for this bend. There we go. Yeah, so this video is going out on my second channel. I've started a second channel basically based just for other stuff. The main channel I'm putting stuff out on is I'm going to use for the flight sim stuff, which is what I've been doing recently, putting flight sim videos out on the one channel. But I've created a second channel so I could put like other games on it, like this kind of game, or FlixBus, or basically, yeah, Fernbus or FlixBus. Basically, I don't really play anything else. I played ETS2 Euro Truck Simulator in the past. I've not played that for a long time either. I might do some videos on that, but I know that they're working on the UK rework and Ireland DLCs and UK rework DLCs and stuff. And I think they're working on a coach DLC, so I might visit that game at some point and do some driving around the UK and Ireland, obviously Wales, Scotland, whether in a truck or a coach. Obviously, but I don't know when all that's being released. But I might get back into it and have a little look now and again. But I do prefer my flight sims at the minute. But yeah, this channel is all about other stuff that I might play now and again. Obviously, I won't be doing a lot of Fernbus stuff all the time, but now and again I might come back on and have a little go. But I'll see if it's popular. I'll do more of it. I'll just see how this video goes and then stuff. But yeah, but it's on my second channel. It's not on the Flying Mallard channel. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know what the channel's called. So the second channel is obviously called the Waddling Mallard, because obviously it's a mallard is a duck, and when ducks walk, they waddle. So yeah, it's that's why I named the channel the Waddling Mallard. So it didn't make any sense to put this on the channel called the Flying Mallard, because the flying mallard is basically for flying, so I'm trying to keep that flight sim only, even though I've got a lot of videos on that channel from different types of games, including car racing, Fernbus ETS2, and I think there's train sim games, and I think there's a few football sort of sporting kind of games on there. From over the last few weeks, I've just been doing nothing but Flight Simulator. Well, over the last month or so, so I won't be putting anything else on that channel apart from flight sim stuff. So the second channel was basically created to put everything else on that I might play now and again, but I said I haven't played this game for a long time, so, but it's just quite enjoyable. I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoyed this so far. Not quite sure what these coaches are sitting behind traffic for. Surely, I don't think it's illegal to overtake on the second lane. Maybe it differs from country to country, but I'm not going to sit behind the AI traffic. We got places to be. You're gonna get me out, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. So we must be going straight on because that sign just like Frankfurt straight on, so guessing we're going to be going straight on. Can we stay in this lane and go straight on? The sign says we can. Yeah, we can, that's fine. And obviously what I was saying earlier about the workshop liveries you can get for coaches, you can drive them yourself obviously with them liveries, but also they appear in the AI traffic. They used to, when I used to play it back in the day. I'm guessing they haven't changed any of that. So even if you don't use them liveries, you can download them, so you get different liveries in the traffic now and again. I don't know what liveries I've got downloaded. Okay, so we're going straight on. Obviously we're getting close to that time now, but I'd have to take a break. I think we left just about 8 o'clock, didn't we? So probably somewhere, well, I think if we started driving just after 8 o'clock, it would be somewhere near about 12:30 or just before 12:30, when we would need to take a 45-minute break. I would have stopped at that service station just gone past, because you don't want to risk it in case you can't make it to the next one in time, or in case anything happens. So you want to be planning ahead basically, but like I said, I'm not going to stop. but in the real world, you would have to stop. You can't not stop because you'll get in trouble. If you get found out, obviously but you would get found out because it'd be on your tacho card. And when you go back to your yard and download your tacho card onto your company's system, they'll be made aware of an infringement. So you couldn't actually you couldn't get away with it anyway. But you can kind of get away with it if you can't stop anywhere and you've got passengers on. You can carry on to the next safest place, but then you'd have to print your tacho out and fill it in and say why you couldn't stop, and you keep copy yourself. Then you give a copy to your company. So if the authorities pulled you over or wanted to check your tacho at any point, you'd obviously have a printout and then you tell them the reason, and 9 times out of 10 they'll be okay with that, because obviously with passengers on, you can't pull over on the hard shoulder to take a break. So yeah, you'll be okay. Okay, so we're 44 kilometers, so we're getting close, obviously, to the destination. The first stop. I think we should be able to get past these two here. That sign's got the airport on it, so it's straight on. I need to get across. There we go. So we're getting off at this junction. Got the signpost for Frankfurt, and you got the airport the airplane symbol. You can actually see the city in front of us. There we go. Should start at the airport soon now. It's still 20 kilometers away, don't we? You'll get me, aren't you? Yes, you are. Nice river over there. Nice bridge going across it. Not quite sure how these cities look in the game compared to the real world. I don't know whether they're actually modelled realistically. I don't know. I'm guessing the road network is, the motorways and the highways. I'm guessing they're modelled realistically, but I'm not 100% sure whether they are or not. Okay, so we are actually getting off here. The airport's just over there. Don't know how many stops at the airport. Have we got 2 stops at the airport or 1 stop at the airport? Sure, it was 2. So I think we're staying. I think we're going up here. It's the first stop. Yeah, you can see the mark. I'll keep the bus stop markers on. Otherwise, I won't know where to stop. So here we go then. Okay. You can bring it to a stop there. Parking brake on. Gear into neutral. Open the doors. Get out. There we go. Have we got anyone to check from here? No, I'm not picking anyone up from the airport, which makes sense really. We're not picking anyone up from the airport because there were local buses picking people up from the airport and taking them into the city centre. So obviously if you were picking passengers up from the airport, you were taking custom away from the local buses. So it makes sense that you're not picking anyone up from the airport, I suppose. But that was arrivals, wasn't it? So maybe there might be people at departures who are picking up. But realistically, I wouldn't have thought you'd be picking anyone up from the airport because they have local buses doing that. But well, yeah, I'm not sure how it works. I think we're going around, and I'm sure we're going around. I'm just following the sat nav there. Let's go. I think it's Tesco, maybe. A signpost we just passed on the shop. Okay, so where are we going? Where are we actually going? Are we going down here? Yeah, I can see it at the end. Weren't sure where we were going then. I don't know why we can't go and park in the is that a bus station area there on the left? I don't know why we can't park in there. I don't know why we have to come down here. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if they're waiting for me. But perhaps they're waiting for me. Did we not open the doors? Okay. You waiting for me? Frankfurt? You are going Frankfurt? Yeah. It's a new valid ticket. Yeah, well. Okay. Luxembourg? I'm not going Luxembourg. I have no idea when the Luxembourg coach is coming. If you just stand there, I'm sure it'll turn up at some point. Okay. Yeah. Very silly passengers. It says Frankfurt on the front of the coach, but he wanted Luxembourg, and I'm not going nowhere near Luxembourg. I think I've driven enough. I ain't going back on myself. I'm going to go to Frankfurt and we're going to have a break. Yeah, okay, we got through there. So let's have a look what we're doing here now. Are we going? Yeah, we are. We're going straight across. Nothing coming. No, that's fine. So we're going back on the motorway and heading down to the city centre of Frankfurt, which is 61 kilometers according to the GPS. So it's, yeah, puts a little bit of distance away from the city centre. And we're going straight on. Okay. This is quite a big intersection, isn't it? Good job of going straight across. Right, overtake these trucks in front of me. Ah, we gotta get off here. Okay, cut back in. There we go. 1203, he's got on the back of that truck there, which means he's carrying flammable petrol or diesel. I think 1203 means. It's either diesel or petrol anyway. It's one of the two. I think. That sign means on the back of that tanker truck. Sure it does. It's flammable anyway, because it's got the red triangle for flammable. I'm sure it's petrol or diesel. Yeah, so the next stop is the last stop, and then all the passengers get off. You then go and park the coach, or leave it in the bus station if it is the bus station. If you can park in the bus station. Yeah, and have a break. Yeah, I think on a journey like this, you'll probably have an hour break, or an hour and a half, and then you do the return journey if it was double manned. If it wasn't double manned, then you'll probably be staying overnight in Frankfurt and doing the return journey the next day. And we've actually got to get off here at this junction, so. At least it stopped snowing. Still get the little bit of drizzle on the window though, which is quite good. I don't know if it's bits of snow or whether it's drizzles of rain. I don't know. But that's quite good. It's on the windscreen there, but it's not really snowing. I do like that. Okay, so going straight across. Going into the city centre. So I'm guessing I've got to slow down. Yeah, because I don't know how close the city centres are in the game compared to the ones in the real world. And you'd assume that there are some some closeness from game to the real world ones, but I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. I don't know how close they are if they are, but I don't know how closely modelled they are to their real world counterparts. But yeah, so we're 12 kilometres away, so Not too far now. No, we're not turning here, we're going straight over again, we're turning left. So I don't know if it's a bus station or whether we're going to be on the road as a bus stop. Can't remember. I've done this route in the past, but I can't remember what the parking, the bus stop is like. But obviously this is Germany, so this is what the game came out with when it originally came out. It was just a map of Germany. And obviously they added the other countries as DLCs, so it's probably, I know that the Poland DLCs, there's a lot of bus stations in that map. I think that Poland DLC is probably the newest DLC that came out maybe a year, maybe longer than that, maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I can't remember. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the see what the England DLC is going to be like. It'd be interesting how that is. From some of the stuff I've seen on it, it looks like they're putting a lot of development into it. Could be one of the best DLCs they've ever done. It probably will be, but I'm not quite sure if they should have made a new base game on a new engine, or carried on release stuff for this one. I don't know. But I'm not going to go down that road. Discuss that. But considering I haven't played this game for, I don't know, it's got to be a year and a half. It's got to be a year and a half to 2 years since I last played this game. That was pretty good. Controls feel okay. The game's ran okay. So it's been quite enjoyable. -4 Celsius, so it's cold. The sun's quite strong. We're doing a right here. We can go across because it was on green, so we need to give ourselves plenty of room here. That's quite tight. But yeah, don't get me wrong, in a longer coach as well, being a double decker. And then we're doing another right here. Obviously we'll hang back a bit from the stop line so we can give ourselves more room. We don't want to get too close or get too far over to block there. Especially if there's a larger vehicle coming from that junction turning right, or coming from this one turning left. We want to make it easier for them to manoeuvre, so we can obviously come out now and we can give ourselves a wider angle as we do a turn. Obviously checking your moves as you turn as well. Maybe in the next video I'll do a bit more of a training video as to drive one of these things. What are you doing here in the blue? What are you doing? I mean, you're obviously trying to cut the corner, and I'm a large vehicle trying to get out, and you've obviously tried to cut across. And your blue little car made it really awkward then. Obviously it's a bus stop we're parking in, not a bus station. Oh, that's okay. And we can leave it on here as well to have our break. Oh, I keep forgetting to open the doors. There we go. So that's the end of the line, folks. This is the last stop. I hope you enjoyed the your trip from Paris or from Frankfurt airport. Wherever you got on from. Okay. Not sure what that is over there. Looks an interesting building. But obviously there's a little shop here and some tables and chairs. Get yourself a coffee or something from there, or a cup of tea, and sit down on the old table and chairs. Not quite sure why you're just standing there, because you can free to go now wherever you want to go. Obviously you've got nowhere to go, so yeah. So you come all this way from Paris as a standard bus stop. Okay, fair enough. I think we'll leave it there. I'm not gonna turn the coach off. We shall leave the video, and I'm gonna sit down at one of these tables and get my flask of coffee out, or a coffee that I've just bought from there, and eat my lunch. So let's just go outside. You can't do that. Can you do that? Yeah, I don't know. So maybe you gotta sit. Get back in here. Yeah. There you go. Outside view. So that's it, folks. That was Fernbus Coach Simulator. Well, first of all, we've got to log out, actually. Let's see what our score was. It's probably not very good. Checked in, sold in, valid tickets. So we got a -50 on that one. Got pluses on these ones, though, which is pretty good. -100. Vesting quite, yeah, we didn't invest it. So I took the hit on that one. Never mind. We got good score on all of these, which was pretty good. We actually scheduled departure 3 out of 3, scheduled arrival 4 out of 4. Traffic rules. I think we damaged it coming out of Frankfurt airport. So yeah, got a -7 for that. No accidents, no injured pedestrians, which is always a good sign. Radar control. I don't know what that's about, but we got a +5. Maintain work time. Okay. Maintain driving time. Yeah, got 0 for that. Driven on road 99.8%. We didn't get no bad scores on any of this braking, steering, or curb stoning. So that was pretty good. We didn't hit anything like that apart from that one in Frankfurt airport. Drive speeding limits 97%. Yeah, pretty good. Safety distance broken. Okay, we got a -3 on that one, but you can't have it all. We've done all that, haven't we? So we got 443 XP. We didn't unlock any cities because I've already, I must have drove to those cities in the past. And obviously it's I backed it up, so it's obviously saved it. But yeah, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Nice little video. Nice change from the flight sim stuff. Yeah, so if you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe, and if you want to see more Fernbus Coach Simulator videos, then let me know and I'll do more. But I might do more anyway because I enjoyed it. But I'm definitely going to do a video on Tourist Bus Simulator as well. I'm going to install that and I'm going to do a video on that, and I might do a bit of trucking. I might have another go at that at some point later on, when I get time. But it's just a nice break from the flight sim stuff. It's just a little bit different. But yeah, so if you like this, please like and subscribe to the channel, because this is a new channel, so hopefully I can hopefully build the channel up and get plenty of subscribers and put some good content out. And if you are new to this channel and have been watching this video, then please have a look at my other channel, the Flying Mallard. I'll probably put a link to it or put some up in the video. It's on YouTube, which it will be now because you'll be listening to this, so it will be on YouTube. So you can have a look at that. If you are into flight sim stuff, please take a look at my other channel, because it's got plenty of flight sim content, tutorials and stuff, and obviously I'm improving with my flight sim stuff as well. So if you are interested in the flight simulator, I'll take a look at that channel. But this channel will be a bit of everything on this channel, bit of driving. I've got a train sim, but I haven't played that for a long time, so maybe I'll have a go at some point with that as well. But yeah, I'll leave this video here. Let me I shall leave this video now. I'll leave it here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next time, it's goodbye at a Fernbus world. So bye bye.